How are we doing? How's it going? Charles Botenstein here. Today we're going to be talking about something that just really clicks. And it's something that really just dictates your life. Fear. Everyone has it. I have it. You have it. The president has it. Richard Branson. Steve Jobs had it. Mark Cuban. Whoever you look up to. Whoever your mentors are. Your parents have it. Your friends have it. Everyone has it. How you handle it is everything. So there's two types of fear. There's fear of failure and there's fear of success. And I know I've talked about it a little bit. I just want to dive directly into the core reason of why we don't do something and how to handle it. Okay, so what is fear of failure? Fear of failure is looking bad. I'm going to do something, and this is why people don't do it, is that they have a fear that it's not the actual fear of failing. It's how they're going to look, how they're going to feel if they fail. In other words, they start a business, it fails, and then they have to tell social media. And that's the good thing and the bad thing about social media is that everybody knows everything. So people are more risk averse. In other words, they don't take as many risks because they're afraid of their Facebook friends, their Instagram, their Snapchat friends, or whoever seeing it, their YouTube, Will Smith just came out with a video. He's like, I haven't taken a chance on movies in years because he's reached such a pinnacle, one of the top paid actors in Hollywood. And he's like, I look at my kids and they're taking chances. They have that willful child experience of just going out and doing it. And that's the biggest thing is that all of us, we still need to fail. If you are not failing, you are not succeeding. Last night, perfect example. I went out and I'm a single guy, and I was talking to all these girls and and was being myself. And I had no game. I was just getting shut down after shut down after shut down after shut down. And I literally came home and I'm like, wow, I know Derek Jeter struck out a bunch of times and he went 0 for 4 or 0 for 5 during a game. That was Derek Jeter. I felt like I'm on that, it was bad. But the thing is, who's to say that one of them wouldn't have clicked or the other one wouldn't have clicked? But you know what? That's the thing is that what am I going to just stop and be like, dating is not for me. Talking to a girl and potentially getting her number and going out and having a fantastic time and potentially meeting my next girl, whatever. Am I going to stop? No. But we should translate that. Little kids walking. What, you have a kid and then you're like, you know what? You haven't walked yet. You're 5. You haven't walked yet. Or you're 1.5 or however, whenever they start walking. What are you going to say? No, you're good. Just crawl for your whole life. Just crawl. You're good. You tried it. You got up. You fell down. It's not for you. Walking is not for you. It's the same thing with anything. So fear of failure it's two things. One, the internal feeling you're going to get if you fail, which is I'm not good enough, or I'm a failure, which is even worse because that's putting an identity on you. I am a failure. Not I failed, I am a failure. That's two totally different things. And then obviously if you fail, the external shame and pressure. Shame is one of the biggest feelings in humankind that has, the only reason 8 or 9 billion people can survive is literally because of shame. Because if you do something totally crazy, we have laws against it, and we have rules, and we have jails, and we have prisons, and we have disciplines, and things like that. Shame is one of the worst things that someone can feel. Public shame. They screwed up, and now they have public shame. That's why we have fear of failure. Myself, the other one is fear of success. Fear of success boils down to, I know I can do it. I have the tools. I have the belief. I just sabotage myself. Great word, by the way. That's exactly what you do. You go to the gym for 5 or 6 straight days, and then on the 6th day, you eat like crap, and then you go right back into your habit. Or you make 5 days of phone calls, and then the following week, you're like, oh, I'm good. And then you sabotage your success. So I have a fear of success. In other words, it all boils down, both of them, and I'll tell you this, both of them, fear of failure and fear of success, all boils down to one thing. You are not able to handle what happens. So fear of failure, you're not able to handle the feelings you may get or the public shame that you'll get by failing. So you actually have this, like, you go and you're like, if I start a business and I fail and I waste all this time and all this money and all this energy and I put it out there in the public and it fails, I'm not going to be able to handle what comes from that. And then fear of success is that all this success, all this attention, all this money, all this responsibility comes into your life because you're now a pro sports player, or you're a successful public speaker, your company's taking off, or you just went public, or you have a pretty girlfriend that is above your standards, normal standards, or above, out of your league, whatever you want to call it. And then you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that. How do I handle that? So it all boils down to, I'm not going to be able to handle it. And then this is the biggest thing. So the first book that I've ever read, it's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And in that book, Dr. Susan Jeffers, this was after college. I should just tell my whole life story, how I actually got into self-development. But in that book, she boils down fear to one word, or one sentence that you have to say to yourself. And I say it repeatedly. Sometimes, I would say 80% of the time it works. And you have to, like, literally embody it. You can't just say it. You actually have to have emotion behind it. But you have to say, I'll be able to handle it. I'll handle it. I'll handle it. All this attention, I'll handle it. And it gives that oomph, that, like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start that business. I'm going to approach that pretty girl. It's so powerful because our life, the reason we don't have what we want is fear. Fear of success or fear of failure. And then on top of that, you can draw little lines outside. Habits, discipline, consistency, momentum, all of those things. And it's like, for eating habits, perfect examples, for eating habits, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle consistently eating great food, going to the gym all the time, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this schedule, this new identity, this new ritual. You know, I really should have my friend Jeff on here because he hasn't drank in over 90 days. He lost 25 pounds. He feels amazing. And it's one of those things that I've thought about. I'm like, why do I need alcohol? The amount of money I spend, the health, you know, the hangovers and in the body, it just breaks down my body. It's like, why do I even drink? But it's the social pressure. I'm not going to be able to handle that social pressure. You know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Like, where we are in our life is exactly where we should be, based on the decisions that we make, based on fear. So next time you have fear, or next time you want to do something, and that internal bodily emotion of don't do it, just say, I'll handle it. I got it. I'll handle it. Use that next time. I used it. It's amazing. I'm Charles Botensten. Follow me on Snapchat. I'm absolutely destroying Snapchat. Share the videos, you know, because a lot of people are saying, you know, subscribers should be a little bit higher. You know, you guys are the first ones to be seeing this, so but share the video, Snapchat, Instagram, subscribe to the videos, and iCharles.com. All those links are below. Have an awesome day. Do something you haven't done in a while. Make a comment about something that is fearful or a question that you have, and I'll answer on the next video. Have an awesome day. Talk